Right, guys. It's been a while since I updated you guys on the ArcPaw app that I've been developing. As you guys know, or some of you guys might know, the MVP is already on the App Store, link in the description below. But I've been working on this V2 version of it for quite some time now. And I wanted to talk a little bit about two topics. So about the app itself and also about AI. Let's start about AI, because that's going to lead to about the app. For those who know, Fable 5 was launched by Anthropic here a few days ago, and then as of yesterday afternoon, he got taken down because of national security reasons from the US. What coincidence when so close to the, SpaceX IPO? Gee, I wonder if anything has to do with that. I could be wrong. Tell me otherwise. But the new Fable 5 model was chef's kiss, at least for me. So you hear, for those that don't know, there was a lot of limitations that Anthropic actually put on the model in terms of, I don't even know if I can say it without YouTube flagging my video, but like for nefarious reasons, they put limitations on certain things that you could or could not research on. But at least for me, for coding, Fable 5 solved the problem for me that I was trying to solve for over a month with old school, the previous models that I had in my Claude code. Could not figure it out. So that leads to the app. Now the app was having issues, and let me see if I put a screenshot here for you guys so you guys can see what it looked like. So what I was trying to do is to make the app available for both Android and iOS. It is fine on iOS, at least the MVP is, but on Android, it wasn't working. And the front page, so the login page, you can get your typical login with Google, or you didn't even see login with Apple or Apple ID. Seems like a very small problem, but I'm not a coder, and that was a very, very big challenge for me to overcome because it wouldn't authenticate. And I did somewhere around like 25 to 30 builds. So if you guys know what that means, is that you have to do builds in order to test the app itself, and it failed every single time. Like I just couldn't get it to work, and Claude would do something that would mess that up or just couldn't find the issue. And I tried using different prompts, and I tried looking up a bunch of things related to authentication and logging in. Just would not connect to my authentication system. Just could not do it. Anyways, Fable 5 came in, and after 4 builds, I was able to make it work. So I'm super stoked. So here's a quick update about ArcPaw. The app now works on Android. Let me show you. I haven't looked in to see if what app I can use to do a screen recording. So if you guys have a good idea on what that is, let me know. But now I can actually do a login on my Samsung S24. And it's so cool because now I can test out the app and see if there's anything that doesn't work properly and whatnot. So let's go ahead and put a picture of Pepper up here. And then put her name. But let me give you a quick preview, okay? So hang on tight. Okay, so here it is. Here's a new and improved screen. Again, it's just a preview. So here you have the days, the days that she's been seizure free, total amount of seizures, everything will be updated as I put more info, medication, vet visits, recent seizures, so upcoming vet visits, seizure here, seizure logs, how to quickly log in a new seizure, emergency contact. Now what's cool underneath here is that I've added a lot of new features, which means that I had to find a way to reduce the amount of features that were on the bottom bar. Otherwise, it was just really compressed. And so now, if you press more, it will give you some more options here that you can choose from. So in here you can go dog profile to edit your profile. You can do vet visits, so add your vet visits in here, right? Just press a button down there. Or you can go medical records, very similar here. Just add your medical records. Then working backwards, you got your emergency contact. So an emergency contact, which is something I'm really proud of, or is that when you put in all the information and you put the address, you can press a button and then it will pop up on your map. So that way, in case of an emergency, all you have to do is just go to the emergency tab, press that pop up. So press the directions button and it will pop up your map on Google Map, and then you could just be on your way without thinking much, right? The whole purpose of that is that when there is an emergency, not everybody reacts the same. I know that when she had her first seizure, I was panicking. I didn't know where to call and whatever it is. And Anna was the one that was level-headed, thankfully. And then we took her to Emerge. But this is always nice to have. And of course, if you are in a different city and you are new to the city, for example, and you have a new vet, it's always nice to put the information, and then you're not going to remember where to go every single time. You could just, again, press a button for directions and it'll take you there too. At the bottom too here, you have emergency protocols. So if you, again, are stressed out, under stress and duress, you can just look in here and go, okay, hey, this is what I need to do. These are the steps. And then you can take the steps carefully, because sometimes you're like, oh, how much Keppra do I need to feed her? How often? What intervals? And then, my Dazilam, for example, as emergency syringes for Pepper, like how often should they be spread apart, so on and so forth. It's all there for you. Cool thing too is that if you take your dogs to daycare like we do, you could just copy paste these instructions into a message or an email that you send to a daycare. That way they can have that readily available should an emergency happen at daycare. Okay, so that's what we found to be very, very useful, and I'm really proud of that. Then you have a medications tab. So again, very, very simplistic here. I won't show you, I'll show you a full screen when I actually add more information to give you kind of like a cool rundown. So I'll do a full demo another time. But then you got a seizure log, and you'll see a little button here. So this is a vet report. This is an AI-driven vet report, okay? So it's not designed to be like, to do research or anything like that. But this is the AI report was designed to really give a quick summary of what's been happening in the last little bit with your pup. So whether it be, seizures, medication intake, changes in your medication, food, like anything that could help a vet out to have a good summary so that they can understand the situation better. When it comes to seizures, this AI tool is going to be available to you for subscription. We'll talk about that too, because I think it's important. Okay, so that's it. That's the app. I'm really happy. I still have to do a few things to vet, make sure it is safe, secure, and that the data is going to be protected. A couple cool features that I've implemented as well. So one of the challenges for us as a family, and I'm sure it's like that for many of you, is centralizing your documents into one accessible area. So that means could be your device, could be your email, could be whatever. And we find that it's very, very hard because we share emails, and sometimes the email for like specific things like, I don't know, an x-ray or like test results go to Anna. Sometimes it goes to me. Sometimes it goes to a shared like email that we share or whatever it is. So it's all over the place. So what I've done is that with this now, whenever you upload, you have the capability of uploading your document safely into a cloud, which means that it's going to be secure. And the best part is that if you decide to, change phones or delete the app by accident or whatever it is, that document will still live in the cloud and you still have access to it, even if the app gets deleted. So that's really cool. It's also going to help streamline being able to access whatever documents that you need very, very quickly, so that if a doc says like, hey, what happened? What was like her phenol levels, for example, 3 months ago when you did the test last time? You can just go in there and take a look, and it'll be right there for you. Super, super important, at least for us. We're obviously learning as we go along. Knock on wood, her case, according to her neurologist, is not as severe as many. And, this is where I'm excited to get feedback from those that are unfortunately having to deal with more severe seizures and protocols and that kind of stuff. But yeah, anyways, that's my update. Fable 5, can you just come back, please? I need to make sure my piping, my architecture on the app is good to go. I would like to have it launched by the end of the month here. I've been working on it for a couple of months, and I actually iced it for a month and a half while I was in Japan and starting this new gig, because I was just so frustrated. So I just couldn't be bothered to sit there and like try to fight with Claude. And then when Fable 5 came out, and I was like, you know what? Everybody says Fable 5 is like an awesome coder, an awesome builder. Let's go try it out. And I did, and I was so happy. I maxed out my tokens every single day, but it worked out. So please, Anthropic, please bring it back. Anyways, thanks for sticking around for the update. I'll see you guys later. I'll do a demo as soon as I can get this validated on my phone and iOS, and we'll get the ball rolling. See you.